Hi everyone, my name is Nigel and today we're going to do a very quick recipe for cabbage, bundgobi as they say it in Hindi. Actually this recipe takes a long time to cook. I keep saying it's North Indian, but I don't know. I think it's North Indian. I remember my grandmother making this, but I know in South India they never cook like this. They cook cabbage very lightly, and for me I wanted to try, I wanted to do my North Indian cabbage. But the reason why I'm doing this is actually this video is dedicated to a colleague of mine who recently passed away, and she used to say, hey, I want to try your aloo, I wanted to try your cabbage because I've heard it's really good. And I said, yes, I'll give it to you. And she fell ill and I was waiting for her to get better, but she never got better. And so I'm actually, because of her, I'm just thinking, I wish I had given her a taste of this. She may not have liked it, but I wanted her to have it. So anyway, I'm going to make the I'm going to make the cabbage now, and I'm just going to go through the basic process of it. Okay, the cabbage, the North Indian bundgobi. So with those ingredients, I'll also need to add a bit of ginger garlic paste, and I think that's it. Haldi and chili powder. I think that's it. That's all you need. But let me try. I'm going to start cooking, and you might just see me make a few things. So let's see. I have to use one hand to cook, so I hope I don't make too many mistakes. Okay, so here we have the oil getting hot. I've just taken some mustard seeds and putting that here. Okay, and now just putting the onions. And just letting these onions brown. Okay, so while the onions are frying, let me just tell you the process of what I do. So I have, I cut the cabbage, basically one general size, maybe a big size cabbage. And then after that, I cut one onion and I fry the oil. I heat the oil and I fry the onions in it with a little bit of mustard seeds put into it. Once the onions are brown, I'm going to put the ginger garlic paste, just a little, not too much. I'm going to put haldi, and I'm going to put chili powder, and with that then I'm going to put the aloo, the potatoes, and the cabbage, and then that's when you just leave it and you fry it on an open flame for I'm not joking, it's going to be about 45 minutes. You just fry. So this is where it'll shock everybody. 45 minutes, all the strength of cabbage will go. I'll say, okay, well, I don't know about cabbage, I don't know about the strength of cabbage and all, but I really like the taste. That there's a point when about 40-45 minutes where the color of the cabbage changes, and that's what I'm trying to do. Not just have this crunchy cabbage. I don't like this half cooked or this slightly, the slightly raw cabbage. I don't like that taste, but I like this heavily fried cabbage. So that's what this is. Okay, so we're going to try. I'm going to show you. After just that simple thing is done, you just fry. That big cabbage amount will just become very small. But that's very small is something very interesting. That very small will actually taste quite nice, according to me. So that's what I'm going to try. Okay, let's see whether the onions are brown. Okay, so the onions are brown. Maybe a bit too brown. Let me put some ginger garlic paste here. I'm cheating and I'm just using a packet ginger garlic paste. Smith Jones has not sponsored this video. Okay, I didn't show me putting haldi and chili because I needed both hands for that. But this is how much I put. Basically a teaspoon of haldi and half a teaspoon of, or depends on how chili you want, of red chili powder. And now to this concoction, I basically put the cabbage. Okay, I put the cabbage here, and I forgot to put the potatoes. I should have put the potatoes first, but I'm just going to put the potatoes. But because this is not going to be fried with water, you're not going to put any water in it. You just have to mix everything. So again, now I need both hands for this. So I'm going to be mixing so that all the masalas evenly spread inside. Okay, so I'll get back to this after. I'll show you what it looks like after I've done all the mixing. Okay, you can see the cabbage is getting mixed nicely with the masalas. Should just be evenly put. And right now the flame is sim. It's not high flame. I think I browned the onions a bit too much. Okay, I really need two hands, or I need to get a stand or something. But okay, this is what it looks like. Now, this is what I need to do. I need to keep this left for 45 minutes. Okay, let's see whether I have that much patience. Sorry, I forgot to put salt. So now I've just added the salt, and now I'm going to mix it again properly so that the salt is evenly spread right across. The time right now is 6:40. So let's see whether it actually takes 40 minutes to cook this, or it goes a bit faster. So 6:40 means 7:20. Okay. Food should be ready by 7:30. Okay, so I've put the salt, I've put the cabbage, I've put the aloo, masalas, and that's it. So now it's frying. Occasionally, every maybe 5 minutes, I will, or maybe 3 minutes, hoping that it won't burn. I will just keep stirring the pot. Is this a pan or a pot? And let it evenly cook. So it's not just cooking on one side. And just be patient. Just let it cook. Let it cook. I don't cover it. I don't put a lid. I just let it soak. I just let it cook in itself. But I think last time I made it, I covered it. So I'm not sure now whether I will cover it or not. Maybe if you cover it, it'll cook faster. But I don't want it to be all this wet and gooey. So let's see. I'm going to try non-covered for now. Just keep it in an open flame. The other thing is that usually I used to cook in a kadai, the rounded vessel. But the kadai is I need both hands. So because I was doing it a video recording, at least one hand I can hold the handle. Otherwise with kadai I have to hold with a pakad or something like that. But it's just cooking. Let's see what's happening right now. So here we have it. Looks very yellow. I may have put a bit too much oil. I don't know if you can see it, but it's okay. I like a lot of oil. My family does not. Because there is aloo here, I think for about 10 minutes I'm going to cover it. I'm just going to leave it covered, and I'll get back to it after some time. I want the aloo to make sure that the aloo is cooked. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. Let's check what's happening. What I feared, it's a bit too soggy. Now I don't think I should ever close it again. Okay, potato is okay. The camera is not really showing the color that it is looking. It's looking very orange, but to me here, live, it's like this pale yellow, and it needs to become brown. That's the color I'm looking for, and there's a certain smell that obviously cannot I can only describe, I cannot show, but that's actually what I'm waiting to happen. So it's a long way to go. It's definitely not ready right now, and the potato is a good indication that potato is also not cooked. Okay, just let it be for another I'll just let it be for another 10 minutes and then I'll take stock. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes more, so that means 30 minutes in total. I'm starting to get that smell. You can see over here the burnt smell. It shouldn't have been burnt there. It should be more evenly cooked. So I think I left it unattended for too long. Okay, I need to do some recon. I'll use both my hands, I'll stir and then come back. Yeah, I think one of the problems was that the flame here, even low, was a bit too high. So it started burning underneath. And so I've moved it to the small flame and put it on sim. Okay, so when I taste it, it's still crispy a little. I need to kill that crispiness. So that's, and I don't know, it feels like it's missing something. Is it salt? Is it too little salt I put? Okay, I'll deal with that later. But right now I don't want it to burn too much, so I'm just stirring. But I still feel we are only at 30 minutes total and we need to go for another 10 more minutes. So let's see whether my theory holds and I'll see whether it will actually be salvaged in 40 minutes. Okay, so another 10 more minutes. Okay, so this is it's now been 45 minutes. I've simmered it, meaning I'm not cooking in high flame anymore. I think it's done. So after 45 minutes, I've put off the stove and I'm going to put it in a serving bowl and show you how it looks like. And let's see how it tastes. I'll give you a true and honest feedback on how it tastes. And then I will see whether this is worth sharing or not. So this is, now I take it out and then I'll show it to you. Okay, so here you have it. I've put it in a separate vessel and this will become the serving dish. I wish I could show you the color exactly as it is, but it's not very accurate, at least from what I can see on the screen. It smells exactly what I wanted to. Taste, I have a feeling I overcompensated with the salt, so I don't know whether that'll be right. Texture, okay, so I've got, yeah, so I think the texture is what I wanted. And the salt is a bit extra, but it's okay. It's not too much, but it's a bit on the extra side. And chili also maybe a bit too much. Okay, so the masalas were a bit, the proportions were wrong, but I think the texture is right and the smell is right. That's what I was talking about. And so it's too hot right now to taste fully, but when I try it later, I'll let you know how it was. But that's it. So the process is very simple. The ingredients are very simple, but the process goes a long time. So it's been like almost like 15 minutes now since I've been cooking. Or if you include cutting, then that's like 1 hour, 15 minutes or something, washing, cutting things. So an honest feedback of what I made. Firstly, my wife's reaction. She felt it was too salty. But she said she liked it and she said that it would be really nice with roti, which is right because I gave it with rice and yeah, it needs roti, it needs that pakka North Indian chapati. Okay, so that's one review and that's fair. When I tasted it, it was really salty. It was a bit too much. And so I had put extra salt above what I had done earlier and I regret that now. I should have just let it be. But it wasn't so chilly, so it was that was okay. The masalas, everything, the masalas was fine. Texture was good. The aloo came really nice. I like that extra soft aloo. So that was good. But going back to why I made this bundgobi, this cabbage, I'm reminded again of that friend of mine, that colleague who passed away recently. And I do wish I could have made this for her. Not this version, too much salt. But this is exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a dish and give it to her, just to taste. But I'm sad that I'm not able to. And yeah, I know she's in a better place. And okay, this is getting serious, but it's true. But we who are living are supposed to make the best of what we have, the time that we have, the resources that we have. And so I do want myself to improve. I do want to improve in the way I cook. hope that what I've done here will be also an opportunity for you to get ideas. You don't make my mistakes, but do something better. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. As you can see, it's very simple. I hope you can improve it, make it, and enjoy it with the people that you love. Okay, bye.